guys, Miss Adina here, ready to do some art. Okay, today though, I'm gonna do a special craft. This craft is really fun, especially for the month of April. It's coming up. And so sometimes in April it rains a lot, and sometimes it might be windy. And if it's windy, you could take this outside, or if it's raining, you could just blow this yourself in the house. Make your own wind, okay? So, you're gonna need a couple things though before you get started. You're gonna need a piece of paper. Now maybe you have fancy paper, I don't know. I just took some copy paper. This is paper that is just around my house, right? And it's at the school. So you're gonna need paper. You're going to need scissors. Now, you should probably have some scissors at your house. But you remember about the point? If we're walking, we're gonna cover it, or we're gonna put it beside our body, right? So we don't ever, ever, ever walk with scissors pointed out like that, because ouch, ouch, it could really hurt someone. So be safe if you take the scissors to your table, okay? You are gonna want a straw or a pencil. You could do both. I think you guys have these things at your house. You're gonna need a ruler, but actually, I'm gonna show you the way to do it with no ruler at all. If you have a ruler, you can get your ruler. The only thing you're going to maybe have to search for is a little tiny push pin. Do you guys see that? It has a little sharp, ooh, see how it has a little point? It's like, ouch. We put this in our bulletin boards, but maybe somebody in your family has a push pin, okay? So, the first thing you have to do is this shape is a rectangle. It has two shorter sides and two longer sides. We have to make it into a square. Now, if you have square paper, you could just you don't have to do cutting for this part. But I had to stop and think, how could I make this a square? And I had this idea. So all you have to do is fold it over and make a little triangle out of part of it. Look how I did that. I made one fold. See how I just folded that over on this line, and then I have this long piece. This is the piece I'm going to cut out with scissors, okay? Remember, when we hold our scissors, the thumb goes to the sky. The thumb goes to the sky. And I'm going to cut right along that triangle. And if I go like that, guess what? Put my scissors back down because I don't need them right now. I have this rectangle piece, but I don't need it. I can color on it later. I'm going to put that over here. But now look, I have a triangle and I'm going to open it up. Look, it's a square. But did you guys see that fold? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and fold this the other way. So now that I'm going to fold it and put this point down on this point. Watch. This point down on this point, and I'm going to fold it. So now I have another triangle. And if I open it up, look, can you kind of see those lines? That's how I know where the center of my square paper is. Now, if you want, you could have measured it. If you want to practice measuring with your ruler, you could take your ruler and start on one end and go all the way to the other side, and it's going to be 8.5 to one end. And if I had to find the middle, I would have to do it at 4.25. Some of you, we've been working on this. Some of you, it might be a little bit hard, so I thought that maybe I would teach you how to do it with the folds and not the ruler. But you can do it both ways. But do you guys see that big X in the paper now? You know what I want you to do? I want you to take a marker. I forgot, I should tell you to take, you needed a marker. And actually, what I did was, you can color it now before you do the folds, or like what I did with this paper, look, I went ahead and just made some colors on it, and I'm going to show you again how I folded it. I folded this paper, folded it like this, see, I folded it. Remember, I got that triangle. See how it looks now if I colored it? See how that looks? I'm going to cut off, use my scissors to the sky, right? My thumb goes to the sky. I'm going to cut along this. Put my scissors down. This rectangle I don't need. I can play with it later. Now look, see how I have a colored paper already. If you don't want it, you could do your X and then color it, or you can color your paper first and then you got to cut it off. And what do I have to do? Because I have one fold line, I need to make a second fold line. I press down really hard. So look, I have that X in there again. See, the X is on the back. Okay, now this is the fun part. Okay, so you see how I have two X's? I'm not going to use this one because it's plain and I don't need to color it again because I already colored one. So I'm going to set that over there and maybe I'll make it later. Okay, so now you have your X. Now guess what you have to do? You have to take your scissors and cut down just a little bit. Don't cut all the way to the middle. I'm going to cut just a little bit. I'll show you. I'm going to pick up my scissors. I'm going to cut down, down, down. Stop! I'm not going to go all the way to the middle. I'm going to stop. Let me do this side now. Watch. Down, down, down. Stop! I'm not going to go all the way to the middle. Otherwise it'll fall off. I did that. And if that happens, it's okay. You can just make another one. Okay, I have to cut this line. Cut, cut. Stop. Don't go down all the way to the middle or the whole piece will fall off. I want it connected. You guys see how it's connected in the middle? We got one more side to do right here. Down, down, stop. Okay, now look, all my pieces, they're all loose, but they didn't fall off because I did not cut all the way down to the middle. Okay, we're getting close. You excited? Okay, you have to lay your paper down, not on the colored side. You could color both sides if you want. I just colored one side. Cut it on this side. And then you're going to take, this is kind of tricky. You're going to take one side and push it down like that. One side and push it down. And then I'm going to skip this corner, go to the next corner, and push it down. You see that? I'm going to skip this corner, go to my next corner, and push it down. I'm using my finger to hold it down. Maybe you want your mom or your dad or your sister, your brother come hold down their finger when you're doing this. Not this side, but this side. Oh, and I'm going to hold it up so you see. Whoa. See how I'm kind of getting it? But it's got to be held right there. Now, I tried a couple ways to kind of keep this sticking. One way was you could just take your pin and poke it through, whoops, see how that comes undone? And poke it through the middle and then attach it. But if that's a little bit hard, I'll show you another way of doing it. So I'm going to open it up because I did not tape it down yet or anything. I'm going to take a corner and put a teeny, teeny bit of tape right there. See? See how I did that? Now watch. I'm going to skip this corner. I'm not going to do this same corner. I'm going to go to the next triangle and put one side down. Oh wait, I have to go around this other side. One side down. A little bit of tape. Oh, see, now I have two sides. I'm going to do this side. I'm going to put this side down. You see how you can see my colors now? Oh. Oh. I have one last side to do. One last side. I think tape helps. You could try it with the stick glue that you got, you know, that I gave you, but sometimes it doesn't dry fast enough. So sometimes I like putting a little bit of tape. It's just a little bit easier. Or if you have someone to help you, you can just poke it. Okay, so now's the part. You might need some help. You might not. So look at my back side. I like it. Okay, so now I have to poke a hole. Take my little poker. I have to poke it right in the middle. You might need some help if you do it with tape. It's a little bit stronger than I did it when I practiced. Got it. Whew. So you might need a little bit of help. If you want, you can just have someone hold it for you. Now watch. Wait, I'm not going to do it yet because now I'm going to attach it to something. So on the back, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little pin sticking out. Ooh, it's kind of hard to see, huh? So this is what you can do. You can attach it to a straw, poke it through the straw. Or you know what else you can do? You can take a pencil. Everyone has a pencil at their house with an eraser. And you can have somebody who can do this for you safe. You can take the pin and poke it into the eraser. Look. Now watch. Should I try it? I hope it works. You know what you can do? You can experiment on like how fast you can blow on it. What happens if you take it outside? You could also color both sides of the paper different colors too. So then mine's white on the inside. Maybe you want yours a different side. Here we go. Whoa, I put it in a little bit too hard. There you go. Scoop back a little thing. Whoa. Put my fingers in the way. Well, you guys have smaller fingers, so you guys will. Keeps hitting my fingers. It won't hit your fingers. Anyways, that's a pinwheel. If you guys make it, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of it? This is a kind of long project, and you might need some adult help, or maybe you did it all by yourself, I don't know. Or maybe somebody helped you. Maybe your brother or your sister, or your mom or your dad, or somebody. Maybe your dog. I don't know. Anyways, I will see you again real soon when Adina can do some more crafts with you, okay? Bye for now. Love you guys.